Hey guys, it's Hannah and welcome to the Dyslexic Reader, and today I wanted to talk about the Reader's Bill of Rights. Now, this is something you can just type in to Google. You will get a whole dose of stuff about the Reader's Bill of Rights, but I believe it was originally created by a man called Daniel Pennock. I want to pronounce his surname. And it is 10 things that readers have the right to. And I'm going to make this a little series on my channel. I'm going to make a little playlist and I'm going to take one video per right and kind of discuss it, I guess, with you guys. I'm not sure how I'm going to schedule these, maybe one a week or maybe every day. When this one goes up, you'll not know, but by the time the second one comes up, you will know how I've decided to schedule these. So it'll be a surprise for anyone watching this as it goes up. The first right of a reader is the right not to read. Now, this is something that I feel like, especially on BookTube, is easy to forget because we feel pressured into reading more. And it's not an intentional pressure that BookTube puts on us, but it's a pressure that we put on ourselves because we watch other people, they maybe read more than us, and we feel like we don't read enough. There will always be someone who is reading more than you, and you can't compare yourself. Nobody reads the same. No one reads at the same speed, at the same level of understanding. No two books is the same amount of like words on a page, amount of pages in a book. No one has the same amount of time on or off work or free time. People have other hobbies, responsibilities. People have days where they just mentally are not in the place to read. People have bad health, which could make them read more or less. And it's not something that we can ever expect on ourselves. We do readathons and we try to read so many amounts of book in a week or a month or a day or whatever it is. People set TBRs and they have a list of books that they want to try and get to in the next month. But I really feel that you need time off. I took a day last week and I didn't pick up a book, and that was fine. And about 3 weeks ago I went hardly a whole week without picking up a book, and that's fine. I wasn't in the mood for it. There was other things that I wanted to do. I haven't watched TV in so long, and I had a day off, and I was like, you know what, I want to maybe try and find a new TV show today and enjoy that. The weather has been freakishly not disgusting here recently, and I've tried to go outside more for walks and to visit my family while the weather's nice and we can actually go places rather than sit in the living room and stare at the fire that we're all huddled around to try and keep warm. And reading ebbs and flows. If it was a flat experience, it would not be half as fun. You cannot have highs without lows, and a reading experience, a reading life, any hobby without highs to me seems boring. I'm not sure why you would do it, and unfortunately to get the highs you've just got to have lows. That's the way it works. If it just planed, it wouldn't be half as fun. So that's just my 2 cents on the right not to read. I think it is important. I think that it's something that we need reminded of regularly on BookTube, because I fall victim to this, the pressure of I've got to read so many books this month. I was looking at how many books I've read for May and I'm like, oh my goodness, I haven't read enough yet. Like, I'm busy next week, so I'll not get to read much next week, so I've got to read more this week, so my May wrap up isn't empty. Those are pressures that we put on ourselves. Unfortunately, like life, most of the pressures exist only in our heads, and I think it takes a step back sometimes to realize that just because you don't read for a day, a week, a month, a year does not mean that you are no longer a reader. A reader is someone who enjoys literature, enjoys reading a variety of whatever books you like, whether it be manga, non-fiction, children's books. It doesn't matter, and the frequency of reading does not determine whether you're a reader or not. That's it for our first Bill of Rights, and I'll see you in my next one, whenever that may be.